Hello my dear students. Today once again I am here in front of you with the last part of the chapter, a visit to Kaziranga and Sivasagar. In our last class we got that they had visited what? Rangar at last. And there what was Rangar? It was explained by their father, and why it was built, it was also said by their parents. Their parents means what? Parents of Trisha and Lohit. Now what happens after that we will discuss in today's class. You know, at that time, because of its structure, this was a unique monument not only in India but in the whole of Asia, father said as they walked around it. When they were walking around this Rangar, then their father said, do you know one fact? This is a factual thing. What is that? At that time, this structure, the structure of Rangar, when it was built, at that time it was a unique monument not only in India but also in whole of Asia. Okay, in whole Asia, such a monument was not there. It was a unique one, not only in India but also in whole of Asia. It was one of the not. It was the unique monument. Who said that? Their father, Trisha and Lohit's father said that. So naturally the question came in the mind of Trisha. She asked, who built it? Queen Ambika. Lohit asked. Lohit asked. Normally these types of questions are asked by whom? Trisha. She asked questions about various places. Now, without giving chance to Trisha, Lohit asked, who built it? Queen Ambika, asked Lohit. Lohit said whether it was built by Queen Ambika, because he heard that Queen Ambika built Sivasagar tank, Queen Ambika built what? Thai museum, Queen Ambika built what? Shivadol, Vishnudol, Devidol. So he was listening to his parents saying that Queen Ambika built that, Queen Ambika built that, this. That's why he asked the question and gave reply also, whether it was built by Queen Ambika or not. No, King Pramatta Singha. Reply came, no, it was not built by whom? It was not built by Queen Ambika. Actually it was built by Ahom king Pramatta Singha. Pramatta Singha. So who built Rangar? Rangar was built by Ahom king Pramatta Singha. Then they went to Talatalghar. Then their visit to Rangar finished. Now they went to where? Talatalghar, another historical monument situated in Sivasagar. It does not look so good, said Lohit, a little disappointed. So it was not nice. Okay, it was a bit broken, dilapidated. Okay, it was a bit damaged. So he was a bit disappointed and said it does not look so good. Other monuments, whatever they have seen, those were what? Nice. But this particular Talatalghar was not nice, not decorated or not maintained nicely. So he was a bit disappointed and said it does not look good. He was expecting to see something more grand. He was expecting that, his expectation was that Talatal will be more beautiful, more fascinating than others, what he had already seen. But coming here, he found that it is not nice, it is a bit damaged, it is not properly maintained. So he was a bit disappointed and said it does not look so good. What you see now is the remains of the Talatalghar, mother said. Mother said, oh my dear son Lohit, what you can see now, this is not the original Talatalghar, it is the remains of the original Talatalghar. Okay, Talatalghar was here, but the place what you can see now, this is the remains of Talatalghar only. Okay, it is not the original Talatalghar. It is not maintained properly. That's why it is not nice. It is damaged. It had 4 stories above ground, father explained, and 3 stories underground. Then his father said, this was a very nice one. Okay, this Talatalghar had 4 stories above the ground and 3 stories under the ground. It was a nice building. Okay, 4 stories were there above the ground and 3 stories were there under the ground. Can you imagine 3-story building under the ground? Okay, we can make underground 1 story only. Okay, underground. but at that time also, when technologies were not there, at that time also this Talatal Ghar was built having what? 3 underground stories and 4 stories above the ground. There were 2 sacred tunnels, and not only these 3 underground stories were there in the building, okay, 4 stories were there above the ground. Not only this, another thing was that, another important thing was that, what was that? There were 2 sacred tunnels also. 2 sacred tunnels were there in this Talatal Ghar. One which was 16 kilometers long led to the Gargaon Palace, and the other which was 3 kilometers long led to Dikhau river. Okay. Their father said 2 sacred tunnels were there. The length of one tunnel was how much? 16 kilometers. And it led to what? It led to Gargaon Palace. Okay. Presently from Sivasagar, if anyone wants to go to Gargaon Palace, it is 22 kilometers away from Sivasagar. But through tunnels, if anyone goes, though it is closed now, if anyone goes, it takes the length becomes what? 16 kilometers. So one tunnel from Talatal Ghar up to what? Gargaon Palace, and another tunnel which was 3 kilometers long. Okay, the length of the another tunnel was how much? 3 kilometers, and it led to what? It led to the Dikhau river. I told you, no, Namdang, it is the tributary of Dikhau river. So another tunnel from Talatal Ghar, it went to where? The Dikhau river. The length of this tunnel was how much? 3 kilometers. These 2 sacred tunnels were there in this Talatal Ghar. Because of that, this was very famous. 4 story above the ground, 3 stories under the ground, 2 sacred tunnels, one of 16 kilometers from Talatal Ghar to Gargaon Palace, and another one of 3 kilometers from Talatal Ghar to Dikhau river. That's why it was a famous building at that period. Really, said Lohit, quite impressed. Listening to that, no, he was quite impressed. Though at first he was a bit disappointed, but listening to these facts, no, he was quite impressed and asked, really, was it like that? Can you go through one tunnel to Dikhau river? Then he asked, can you go through one tunnel, that means 3 kilometers long only, can we go through that? Can we go to Dikhau river through this tunnel? Who asked? Lohit asked his father. No, we can't, it is closed now. His father replied, no, we can't go, because it is closed now. I wish it were open, it would have been such an adventure for tourists, Trisha said. Trisha said, I wish it were open. If it was open, then it would have been a very important thing for the tourists to visit this place. But what to do? Unfortunately, it is closed now. If it was open, then it would have been a very important thing, very fascinating thing from the visitors to visit this place. They stopped for a while at the Rudrasagar tank near this Talatal Ghar. Another tank was there. The name of the tank was what? Rudrasagar tank. So when they finished their visit to Talatal Ghar, they came near the Rudrasagar tank and they stopped for a while near Rudrasagar tank. During their 3-day stay, they had a good time visiting most of the historical sites in and around Sivasagar town. So they stayed for 3 days in Sivasagar, and it was a nice trip for them, because within this short span of time they visited so many historical things in and around this historical town Sivasagar. Okay, within this short span of time, only 3 days stay, they had visited almost everything, every historical thing near the Sivasagar town. They visited Gargaon Palace, about 15 kilometers from Sivasagar. It is a 4-story building and each floor is built gradually receding tiers. They visited what? Gargaon Palace. I told you Gargaon Palace, it is a palace and it was interlinked with what? Talatal Ghar through a tunnel of 16 kilometers length, and from the place, from the hotel where they were staying, from there it was 15 kilometers. So they visited Gargaon Palace also, and it was a 4-story building. And the important thing or the fascinating thing of that building was what? Every story was in receding tiers. Okay, if first story was of 10 feet high, second story was of 7 feet, third story was of 5 feet, like this every story was of receding tiers. The top floor has a dome like roof, and top floor, it was, the roof was like dome, Okay, dome like shape was there in the roof of the top floor of Gargaon Palace. What is dome? I have already said. That means it was circular, round. As they walked in and around the palace, Trisha said, once it must have been a beautiful palace. Who built this? So, when they were walking in and around the palace, Trisha asked, once, that means the time when it was built, it must have been a very beautiful palace. Okay, can anybody tell me who built this? Okay, who built this Gargaon Palace? History says that Suklangmung, the 15th Ahom king, constructed a palace in 1540 with wood and other materials that were not very good. But this present one was built by King Rajeshwar Singha in 1752, then their father said. History says that here in this particular place, in the year 1540, 15th Ahom king Suklangmung built a palace here using what? Wood and other materials. Those were not good. Okay, but the place was the same. He made the palace using what? Wood and some other materials. Those materials were not good, and it was built in 1540. But the present one, what we can see, we are visiting, this was built in 1752 by Ahom king Rajeshwar Singha. Okay, this particular place where this Gargaon Palace is built, before this particular palace, what we can see now, what we are visiting now, another palace was there. It was built with what? Wood and other materials. Those were not good, and it was built in 1540. Later in 1752, Ahom king Rajeshwar Singha constructed this palace, and now it is famous as what? Gargaon Palace. I will take you to Charaidev, said their father. Sukafa, the founder of the Ahom dynasty, made Charaidev his first capital. It is 22 kilometers away from Sivasagar town, and it is worth visiting. Then their father said, I will take all of you to Charaidev also. It is 22 kilometers away from Sivasagar. I will take you to Charaidev. And he said, what is the specification? What is the feature of Charaidev? He said that the founder of Ahom kingdom, Sukafa, okay, in Assamese we say Sukafa. In English it is said what? Sukafa. Okay, Sukafa, he was the founder of Ahom kingdom. He made his capital, his first capital at Charaidev, and it is 22 kilometers away from Sivasagar town. That's why I want to take you to Charaidev also. Who said? Father of Trisha and Lohit said that he wants to take his family to visit Charaidev also. So why is Charaidev famous? Charaidev was the first capital of Ahom dynasty. Okay, and who was the founder of Ahom kingdom? Sukafa. Who built Charaidev as the kingdom of Ahom dynasty? Sukafa made Charaidev the kingdom of Ahom dynasty. What is there to see? Palaces, asked to him. Going there, what will we see? Okay, palaces only. Here, no, we have seen a lot of palaces. Rangar we have seen, Talatalgar we have seen, Gargaon Palace we have seen. Going there, what will we see? Palaces. No, it has at least 100 Maidams. No, we will not see palaces there. We will go there to see what? Maidams. More than 100 Maidams are there. Maidams? Then Lohit asked, he was that means shocked to see a new word. Maidam? Maidams? What will we see? What is Maidams? Maidam was a burial ground of the Ahom kings and nobles. Many royal graveyards still exist in this place. Then their mother said, Maidam was a burial ground of the Ahom kings and nobles. Okay, when Ahom kings or nobles, that means any royal family members, when they would die, they were buried in this particular area. These are known as what? Maidams. Why they are called Maidams? We will discuss later. We are getting this one. This means Maidams are nothing but the burial ground for whom? For the royals of Ahom kingdom. Many royal graveyards still exist in this place. Going there, we can find that still some royal graveyards are existing there. in Charaidev. The hillock of Charaidev was considered to be sacred by the people of the Ahom dynasty. The hillock means what? The top of small hills. The top of small hills. Okay, that means Charaidev was a bit hilly. That means it is not plain area. It is a bit hilly. That means it is higher than, the land was higher than Sivasagar and the land nearby it. That's why it is known as what? Hillock. Hillock, that means a bit higher. That means hillock, we can say that means small hills. Small hills, we can say hillocks are small hills. That means a bit higher than plain lands. So these a bit higher places, that means small hills, were considered as what? The sacred places. By whom? By the people of Ahom dynasty. And the kings of, or the royal family members of Ahom dynasty were also considering these hillocks as what? The sacred place. That's why they selected this place for their burial land. The hillock of Charaidev was considered to be sacred by the people of Ahom dynasty. They believed this place to be the home of their ancestral gods. They believed that. That means the people of Ahom dynasty, they believed that this is the home of their ancestral gods. That means the gods, those were protecting them for long. Okay, that means it was the faith of the Ahom dynasty that they had some ancestral gods. That means those are particular for them only. They are protecting them from various situations from the very beginning. Those are known as what? Ancestral gods. And they believe that it was the belief of the Ahom people of the Ahom dynasty that this is the homeland of this Charaidev. The hillock of Charaidev is the homeland of their ancestral gods. Both Trisha and Lohit found their visit to Charaidev Maidam very interesting. Both Trisha and Lohit, they found their visit to Charaidev Maidam very interesting. Okay, they visited Charaidev Maidams and they found it very interesting. That means they were very happy to visit this place also. The world should know about this Maidam, said their mother. Their mother said, the world should know about this Maidams. Okay, this is a very famous thing. This is a very nice thing also. This is a very beautiful thing. If any one of you go to visit this, you will find it very fascinating, very beautiful, very charming. Trisha also was fascinated. That's why Trisha and her mother, they were very much happy. Now their mother said that the world should know about this Maidam. The world should know about this hillock of Charaidev, where the Maidams of Ahom kings or Ahom royals are there. It should be known to the whole world, not only to India or Assam. These have tomb vaults just like the pyramids in Egypt. The people know about the pyramids, but not anything about these Maidams, which are equally fascinating. Then their mothers added what she said. These Maidams have what? Tomb and vaults. Tomb, we know that tombs are what? Graveyards. Designed graveyards are known as what? Tomb. Vaults what? An architecture in arc manner. Okay, normally constructed or generally constructed. Why? To protect something which is undergrounded. Okay, which is kept under the ground. To protect it, an arc-like structure is formed. This is known as what? Vault. So here tombs and vaults, tombs, graveyards are there, tombs, and to protect these graveyards, vaults are made. Okay, these are very fascinating to see. And their mother said these are like what? The pyramids in Egypt. Whole world know about the pyramids in Egypt, but no one knows the Maidams. No one knows about the Maidams of Charaidev. Who said this? Their mother said this. That means there is a relation. Okay, it is like the pyramids of Charaidev, pyramids of Egypt. The Maidams of Charaidev is like what? The pyramids of Egypt. But pyramids of Egypt is known to every nook and corner of the world, but no one knows about these Maidams of Charaidev. Who said this? Their mother, Lohit and Trisha's mother, said this. It should be known to everyone. Government should take initiative to spread its name and fame everywhere in the world. Then tourists will come to visit these things also. tourists from all over the world go to Egypt to visit the pyramids. If the name of the name and fame of these particular Maidams of Charaidev are made famous, popular, then visitors from all around the world will come to visit these Maidams of Charaidev also, because it is equally fascinating as pyramids of Egypt. It was a learning and also an enjoyable experience for both Lohit and Trisha. The whole visit to Kaziranga and Sivasagar, then Charaidev, it was both learning and enjoyable for them. For whom? For Lohit and Trisha. They enjoyed a lot and they learned a lot from the visit of Kaziranga and Sivasagar, then what? Charaidev. That means they have done both. They have enjoyed it and they have learned a lot also. We can come back again next year, Lohit said. He was so fascinated, he was so interested, that's why he said, we may come here once again next year to see this place. Earlier also he said he wants to go to Tezpur. Last year he went to Tezpur, this year he wanted to go to Tezpur once again. Similarly, he is saying that next year once again we will come to see these places. These are so fascinating, so interesting. Next year, their mother said, next year we will go somewhere else next year. Next year we are not coming here. Next year we will go somewhere else for visiting. Okay, every year if we come to the same place, the interest will go away from us. That's why next year, if you think that means next year once again we will come here, but not my son. We are not going to come here once again next year. We will go somewhere else next year to visit some new places, to get some information about some new things. With that, the chapter ends. I hope you have understood the whole chapter. If you have any doubts, any word meanings, or if you have not understood anything clearly, you should feel free to contact me. You can contact me at night 8 to 10 p.m. I will be there to help you. Thank you once again.